Hello and welcome to another hunt. I'm hunting a private permission today. So this is actually a family property. It's been in my family for several generations. So anything we find today could have significance to my family history. That said, we're not really sure what we're going to find. It could be new, could be old, it could be junk, or it could be good. So it's a bit of a mystery, but I'm hunting with my father today. He's got a Minelab Vanquish 340 and I've got my Equinox with me today. So without any further ado, let's get out there and let's see what interesting things we can find today. Well, this place has more junk targets than a playground, but that's probably because this part used to be a playground. Got my first decent signal, 2021 and shallow. Now I don't have a chest mount with me today, this is all handheld, so I'm going to turn you off. So let's find out what this is. So funny story, this was my signal. It's actually a cut off pole, and after having a chat to Dad, this was formerly where a swing set used to be, and this was one of the two original poles. So if I get a similar signal a foot or two away, that's going to be what that was. So that's okay, we'll cover that one back up. I'm not going to excavate that in a hurry because apparently there is concrete further down. But let's see what else we can find in the area. This was a kids' play area, so could even be some toy cars or something cool like that. Let's keep going. So here we've got a high 20s. It's not as stable this way around, it's jumping all the different 20s there, but if I go this way, it's a bit more stable. So yeah, mid-20s. Let's have a look. So Patches here would like to tell you all about this find, but since not many of you will speak fluent cat, I might tell you as well. And we've got ourselves a label plate of some sort. Now I haven't cleaned it up so I can't read it in full, but the major text there says it's a gas producer unit. So I will clean that up, I'll give you some more info on it. But that is a really cool plate and it looks rather old. So I'm hoping there'll be some sort of year on there, something that I can use to date it. Very, very cool. Alright, time to slow down and search this area a bit more thoroughly. 25, 26 roughly. Let's have a go. Well, that's kind of cool. So this is either, I haven't decided which, this is either a really old school light switch that toggled up and down, or maybe an old door buzzer. I can't really decide whether this used to either just switch or press. You can see a little bit of the original panel on the back there, and where the wiring used to be. So probably a light switch. That's pretty cool. Goodness knows how many decades that's been down here. That's certainly in the early days of electricity. Very nice. We're on to the historic finds today. Let's keep going. 22, 23. Sounds nice and clean. Let's have a go. Well, this is an unusual one indeed. Have a look in here. So the signal I'm getting is this rim here, but as you can probably see in there, that's some sort of plastic or glass. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful extracting this. Just going to dig carefully this way, see if I can uncover the full top of it and then excavate it out. But I'm kind of fascinated as to what I've found at this point. Feel free to have a guess as to what it is. I'll keep going and I'll let you know when it's out of the hole. Well, she's out of the hole. Not entirely sure what I've got. Looks like it was possibly an automotive gauge of some sort. It did have a lot of wiring at the back. I think it was a full unit at the time it ended up in the hole. So I found some wiring and just bits and pieces from the back, but might not be able to find out specifically what that was. Anyway, I'm going to go show Dad. That's a very cool find nonetheless. Let's see what else we can get. So right next to a driveway here we had a 1718 and I pulled it out, and this is actually something that's been on my bucket list, so you're not really going to recognise what it is just looking at it now, and I'll give you a better photo of the detail in one of these corners here somewhere. But this is a miniature, let me turn it over, kiss-proof lipstick container. So on this side it says kiss-proof midget USA, and on the other side it's quite an ornate little design. I think it's flowers and butterflies, that sort of thing. It's got a nice green patina to it, so I'm going to be really careful cleaning this up. But yeah, that one's definitely going on display at home. Really happy with that. I've got another couple of signals dotted just along the edge of the drive here, so I'll keep digging them up, and if I find anything cool, I will definitely show you. This was a 2021 first ammo of the day. Unexpected. Alright, let's keep going. So I really haven't moved. There's been targets all over this area, and the last ammo I pulled out was just over here. This hole was a strong 2021. Not one, but 4 shells out of that hole. So I'm up to 5 so far, including the one that I got from the other hole. So yeah, a little bit of a ammo dumping ground here, right next to the driveway. You never know what you'll find. On to the next. Well, I might be able to put a bullet back together again at this point. Got the tip on now. Let's keep going. So this was a surprisingly strong signal. I think I might need to double check the hole. It was about 24-25. I was expecting a large bottle cap. But what I've got's this. Now this is an Australian made dental cream. I have no idea as to the age. I can't really clean it up with these gloves. As you can see, it's starting to break apart just from me unrolling it a little bit, so I'm going to have to be careful restoring that one. But that's a pretty cool little historic find. Don't think I'll be brushing my teeth with that one tonight. Alright. Shallow 2930. Sounds exciting. Let's go. So I've got myself some sort of screw top lid. So it's not a can base, it's definitely a lid, it's threaded. It's got a unique little sort of X design at the top there. I don't know if you can see. I'm hoping it'll have some sort of text on it. I will give it a clean when I'm done. But yeah, definitely an old find. We're having a laugh at the moment because I've just dug up the first coin of the day collectively between us. We're on the board with 1 cent. So it's just underneath the clothesline. Always a good idea to check these spots because you just never know what will fall out of a pants pocket when it's hanging up to dry. Cool. Hopefully we can double our money by the time we're done. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so this was a really punchy 21, and I've pulled whatever this is out of the hole. So I don't know if you can see on the shiny part here, there's some sort of owl design carved into it. Now that pattern does repeat, as far as I can tell, all the way around. I can definitely see some other side of the clearest one there, but we have absolutely no idea what that could be from. There's no attachment points or anything. Doesn't appear to be anything on the back half here. So if that looks familiar to anyone, please do let us know. We'll keep on going. I think we're just about done for the day. This was allowed 28.29. Some sort of cap, maybe to do with a hinge, possibly. Not really sure. Certainly looks like it's been down there for a minute. Kind of cool though, it's very intact. Who knows? Well guys, it's been a really fun few hours out here in this yard. We've found a lot of interesting things today. There is still so many more targets we can do in this location. We will definitely be coming back here, so do drop me a comment if you want to see more hunts from this place. But let's go and have a look at what I found today. So this is most of my finds for the day. Just an example of some of the rubbish I had. There was plenty more iron junk. I've since gotten rid of that. Plenty of ammo that you saw me dig most of those out of one hole. Bullet tip, 1 lonely cent today. That's all we made between us. Really interesting old cap and possibly a adjustment knob of some sort. Don't really know what that is. My interesting hexagonal plate, which I will try and find out what that was used for, but I don't think there's any writing, so if you do recognise what this could have been used on, please let me know. The gas producer unit. Now apparently Dad got thinking about this. The brand is Namco, and he thinks it may have been to do with a vehicle that he converted to gas fuel in the 1980s. It may have actually been off the original tank, so not really sure. But that was kind of a cool piece of history. Just more random bits and bobs that are clearly old. I originally thought this was an automotive gauge, but it looks like this lever actually used to turn, so not sure what that was from. One old light switch. There's still matching light switches inside the house at this location, so that's kind of cool. Random cap, random thing, dental cream, and last but not least, my find of the day, my beautiful little kiss-proof midget lipstick case. So I've always wanted to find one of these old lipstick cases, and now I've finally got one to add to the collection. Really, really happy. So if you enjoyed this treasure hunting adventure, please don't forget to drop me a like, drop me a comment down below and say hello. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I bring out lots of metal detecting and treasure hunting adventures, at least one video every week. Thank you for joining me, guys. Cheers. I will catch you on my next hunt.